So listen, with all this hot weather we've experienced in Texas this week, maybe you are staying inside, maybe you are catching up on some TV. If so, have you watched the Friends reunion yet?
Not yet.
It was good. It's a highly anticipated release right before the beginning of summer, so if you haven't caught up, you can still stream it.
Yeah, apparently the reunion itself is lighthearted, but there's a serious message that one of the actors is now trying to spread. Here's Ariel Placencia.
The iconic theme song. 17 years later,
we've literally just slipped right back.
the new Friends reunion immediately takes us back to Central Perk.
Hey, Gunther.
With our favorite barista, Gunther. Gunther was one of many guest stars to appear during the special, but unlike others, he wasn't there in person, and we recently found out why.
In September of 2018, I was diagnosed with advanced prostate cancer.
James Michael Tyler, the actor who played Gunther, says the cancer spread and he can no longer walk. He wishes he would have gone to the doctor sooner.
And I think Gunther's message should resound with people of that generation.
That's Dr. Scott Webster with Baylor Scott and White Health.
You can't bury your head in the sand, and we're not as young as we used to be, and getting screened can save your life.
The pandemic caused many people to delay doctor visits, Dr. Webster says, and
men are historically bad at justifying whatever the symptom is.
So if you have a first-degree relative with prostate cancer and you're 40 years old, have a conversation with your doctor about getting a PSA test done. A PSA test, or prostate-specific antigen test, is a blood test. The American Cancer Society says men at high risk should talk to their doctor about prostate cancer screening starting at age 45. This includes Black men. Men at average risk should have the conversation at age 50. Regardless of your age, though, always be on the lookout for symptoms.
And you have new aches and pains in your hips or your backs, or you have shortness of breath or difficulty urinating, all those could potentially be signs of metastatic prostate cancer.
Okay, so now I want to bring in my friend and colleague Sonia Azad on this. So Sonia, I talked to Dr. Webster about some of those symptoms you heard him mentioning in my story, a new pain in your back, shortness of breath, and it's really important to point those out because some people might write them off as something else.
Yeah, and I think Dr. Webster really hit the nail on the head there. Men historically bad about taking care of themselves or noticing these symptoms as a sign of something else. So another great reminder to just be an active participant in your health. Get checked out, talk to your doctor, even talk to your spouse, your partner about some of this stuff because they might lead you to the doctor as well. Ariel, thank you for that.